Hello! Today I will be doing a video on Wrong Turn, a reboot to the Wrong Turn series. Follows a group of young adults going on a hike in the backwoods, and against local advice, they walk off the main trails and run into trouble. Huge shocker. You can guess what's going to happen next. I don't even need to give too much info on the plot. I saw the trailer a couple of months ago, and it actually looked promising. The quality was higher than the previous sequels, so I was delighted to see what was in store. It started off mediocre, but ended up being decent. I'm going to give my opinions based on what I was thinking while watching in real time and what my thought process was as the film progressed. When we're first introduced to the characters, I did not like them. I get that the industry is trying to do the whole inclusive thing. I personally was not feeling it, although I am happy they didn't do the agenda with the token black character. The original from 2003 had a better setup. It made a lot of sense. The inbreeds were more sophisticated in how they caught people, and various people would get trapped because they made a wrong turn. In this reboot, the movie greatly depends on the characters being stupid. There isn't a true wrong turn, especially since they were told they shouldn't leave the main trail. The original was creepy simply because anyone could be a victim for the simple fact that they were in the wrong place at the wrong time. Unless they were psychic, there was no way they could have possibly avoided the situation, and that in itself is scary. I think what made the first movie work was that it was a huge build-up. There was a lot of mystery. You didn't know what you were dealing with. You were piecing everything together at the same time as the characters. Plus, the characters were likable, particularly Jeremy Sisto. He was quirky and fun. And when he died, you felt something. You wanted these people to survive because they seemed like real people, saying real things, and not something you would read on Twitter.
Right? No traces?
We've done nothing wrong. We've nothing to hide.
Jesus. Fucking quit it with the morality police bullshit, Jen. You're clueless about what you want for your own blessed all-American white girl life, and yet you know exactly what's right for everybody else.
That's not what I'm saying.
And the inbreeds that were after them were demonic. That's what made it scary. I didn't like the way the inbreeds were portrayed in this reboot. It looked like something out of medieval times, and it's largely why I thought this could have been its own movie. It didn't need to be called Wrong Turn. It didn't feel like it belonged in the series. If they were gonna do something different, it missed a good opportunity to focus on the father looking for his daughter. It could have done a role reversal and explore how the families are looking for missing loved ones and bring back the mystery that worked so well in the first one. Imagine being a parent and your kid goes missing and the locals aren't cooperating with you. The police aren't helpful, and looking for your daughter is like a needle in the haystack. And slowly you have to piece everything together yourself, and it's terrifying. That could have worked. Now I'm going to get into spoilers. We get to the village people who aren't inbreeds, but instead everything looks medieval. And this is where I got really disappointed because I wasn't liking the creative choice. And then as the movie kept going, I did get more into it. And then it started to remind me of Cabin in the Woods, where the first half of the movie is very mediocre, very typical, pointless, cliched, not terrible, but a waste of a budget. The second half, especially the last 20 minutes, takes a whole different turn, and I'm actually excited, and my eyes are glued to the screen. The whole time I kept thinking, why wasn't this its own movie, or even a mini-series, and really explore this? The ending was really unpredictable. I really enjoyed myself. It was badass and messed up, and I was digging it. This was the first time I actually liked the lead actress, cause before she was boring as hell and very two-dimensional. Some things did seem goofy, like out of a Scooby-Doo or a cartoon where a character would disguise themselves as a tree. Now, when I first saw the scene, it was creepy and unexpected, and then I started overthinking, like, how were they able to look like a convincing tree while simultaneously being able to walk and sneak up on someone? But it was effective because it did it very quickly, and if you blinked, you would have missed it. And this movie does a really good job at doing unexpected things. I think that's like the biggest positive, and the fact that it had a lot of fun with itself towards the end, because before it just seemed very bland, and then it really fell into itself and really came together at the end, and it knew what it wanted to be. It almost feels like this movie couldn't have gotten the budget it had unless it was attached to a popular property already. And that's why they slapped on the Wrong Turn title. Because honestly, it really doesn't make any sense that this wasn't its own thing. So yeah, I give it a 6 out of 10 just for the last 10 minutes alone. It was really good.